Man, Shea is nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at basketball.
Shea is just that dude, bro. Just offensively, just skilled.
I love Shea. I love Shea's game.
He's gotten better each year. He's been consistent each year.
My whole life is consistent. Everything I do.
I would say the hardest player in the NBA to guard is probably Shea.
Shea, hey Gardner.
You're not blocking a shot.
You could have guarded that?
I got one more thing to say. He's too humble to say it, but this is the MVP right here.
The outstanding rookie point guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They traded for Paul George tonight.
It's breaking news from overnight that the Clippers are making a trade for Paul George.
The Paul George part is what's stunning. That is a shock.
When Shai Gilgeous-Alexander landed in Oklahoma City in 2019, he was just a throw-in in the Paul George trade. Nobody saw the future MVP in the making, but Shea changed everything. He led the Thunder with 19 points per game that first season, and by 2024 to 2025, he was historic. 32.7 points per game, 64.5% true shooting, 60 straight 20-point games, and a franchise record 68 wins. In the playoffs, he carried OKC with legendary performances, capping it all with Finals MVP honors. At just 26, Shea joined an elite club, winning MVP, Finals MVP, and the scoring title in a single season, cementing himself as the architect of a Thunder dynasty. Subscribe now for more stories of basketball greatness. When SGA first landed in OKC back in 2019, the Thunder weren't just rebuilding, they were basically tearing it all down and starting from nothing. That Paul George trade that brought him over? It was supposed to be all about collecting picks. Shea was seen as just a throw-in piece to make the deal work. But the Clippers didn't just give up a promising young guard. They accidentally gave away the future MVP who would go on to reshape the entire identity of the Thunder. Now, the numbers only tell part of it. In his first season with the Thunder, Shea put up 19 points a night and immediately became the team's leading scorer. That alone helped them snag the 5th seed and make the playoffs. But what really changed the game was his time with Chris Paul. And Shea himself admitted just how important that year was. He's been great. Like you said, not only like a big brother or mentor, but also just like a friend. He's always there to lean on. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise from a promising young player to the unquestioned leader of his team didn't happen overnight. It was built in the small moments, the ones that don't always make the highlight reels but quietly shape a leader. Take this moment after a win against the Golden State Warriors. Most fans would barely notice it, but SGA turned to a younger teammate and said, "Hey man, you need to start tucking in your jersey during the games. If you don't tuck it in, we're going to get a technical, and it's going to cost us a game." Now, this isn't about a jersey, it's about setting standards and holding people accountable. Right there, teammate Jalen Williams nodded, and you could see it. SGA had stepped into the role of coach, not just player. The 2024-25 season wasn't just another great year for SGA, it was historic. He led the league with 32.7 points per game while shooting an incredible 64.5% true shooting percentage. To score that much while staying that efficient? Only Wilt Chamberlain and LeBron James have done something similar over a full season. But it's not just the raw numbers. SGA became only the 7th player in NBA history to score 20 or more points in 60 straight games, joining the ranks of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Kevin Durant. And he did it while leading the Thunder to a franchise record 68 wins, the 5th highest total in NBA history. This wasn't just dominance, it was leadership in action, the kind that turns a talented team into a historic one. Championships aren't won in the regular season. They're decided in the moments when the pressure is at its peak. And SGA's playoff resume is a masterclass in clutch performance. In Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals against Minnesota, he scored 40 points, hitting every free throw along the way, 12 for 14, showing exactly why he's trusted to take over when it matters most. Then came Game 4 of the Finals itself. With the championship on the line, Shea went absolutely supernova in the 4th quarter, putting up 15 points in just 4 minutes and 38 seconds. He carried the Thunder almost single-handedly when the rest of the team struggled to keep pace. As one observer put it, Shea's monumental effort was the sole reason OKC emerged victorious in that game. By the end of the series, his Finals MVP performance capped a historic run, averaging 30.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and 1.9 steals over 7 games. SGA entered an elite club, only the fourth player in NBA history to win MVP, Finals MVP, and a scoring title in the same season, joining Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal. Everyone talks about SGA's offense, and rightfully so, but his defensive growth might be his most underrated contribution to the Thunder's rise. He wrapped up the season averaging 1.7 steals per game, ranking 4th in the entire league, all while anchoring a Thunder defense that allowed just 106.6 points per 100 possessions, the best defensive rating in the NBA. Looking deeper, the numbers really show his impact. SGA's defensive box plus-minus DBPM landed in the 95th percentile, a huge feat for a player primarily celebrated for scoring. He even made NBA Finals history as the first guard ever to notch 10-plus blocks and 10-plus steals in a Finals series. That's a player affecting the game on both ends, not just the highlight reels. The youth movement, leading the next generation. Even more impressive? SGA did all this while leading a roster that was basically straight out of college. ESPN research found that 99.5% of the Thunder's playoff points came from players aged 25 or younger, the highest in NBA history. This wasn't just about age, it was about fostering a culture where young players could step up and thrive under pressure. The connection between SGA and his teammates goes beyond a normal locker room bond. When Chet Holmgren's high school retired his jersey, the whole OKC squad showed up. After the championship win, teammates like Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, and rookie Brooks Barnhizer all traveled to Hamilton, Ontario to support SGA at his annual youth basketball camp. When the sparks finally settled and the trophies were handed out, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had done something truly historic. He became only the 11th player in NBA history to win both the regular season MVP and the Finals MVP in the same year, joining the ranks of legends like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Magic Johnson. But it gets even rarer. He joined Jordan 4 times, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal as the only players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and the scoring title, all while leading their team to a championship in a single season. And he did it at just 26 years old. With a new 4-year, $285 million extension in hand, SGA isn't just a superstar. He's the cornerstone of what could be a long-lasting dynasty in Oklahoma City. In an era where stars often chase rings by hopping from team to team, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander showed that the most rewarding climb is the one you build yourself, brick by brick, with the people who believed in the vision from day one. After claiming his Finals MVP, SAEA reflected, "This isn't just a win for me. This is a win for my family. This is a win for my friends. This is a win for everyone who supported me growing up. This is a win for the fans, the greatest fans in the world in Oklahoma City. They didn't just find a franchise player, they discovered an architect. A player capable of building something that's going to last for years to come." What does it take to turn a rebuilding team into a championship dynasty? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander proved it's not just talent, it's vision, leadership, and the drive to lift everyone around him. From a throw-in piece to the architect of a Thunder dynasty, SGA didn't just change the team, he changed the game. For more stories like this, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts. What's the most unforgettable Shai moment or legendary NBA performance? Comment below and join the conversation.